I know we already kind of announced it, but if you guys have further questions or even want to show us some examples, we're renting out a pub down the street. And so after this, the workshop before you guys and you are invited. We'll have some food, we'll have some drinks. It'll be pretty fun. So we'd love to connect with you more, like hear what you're working on and go from there. Margarita will kind of fill that in afterwards too. I'm going to go really quick because we did start late, but I think this is important. I think this kind of encapsulates what our motives are for working with you guys as developers. So we've kind of talked about this Dev Cup, which we hope most of you submit to. We want you guys to come to Silicon Valley. But after the Dev Cup, after you've built your app, what we really do want is we want to promote really good apps to our users. We want our users to download and purchase your apps. We want apps that sync with Evernote in a meaningful way and add value to the experience our users have with Evernote. So specifically, I'll talk really quickly about what the Evernote trunk is. How to make a great app, that's a really bold statement. I'm gonna just go as fast as I can through that. I don't know if I know exactly how to make a great app. I know how to make a good app. Benefits and developers in this, I'll go through quickly too. So Evernote Trunk, it's a website, it's trunk.evernote.com, but it's actually built into all our versions of Evernote. So if you have Evernote open on Windows or Mac or iPad, it says notebooks, tags, categories, and there's a button called the Trunk, which is just our showcase of products and apps that help our users do more with Evernote. And that specifically is where we're featuring your guys' app. So let's say you make a really good app, or let's say your app already exists and you add a meaningful integration with Evernote. It allows users to save receipts from your app into Evernote, allows users to pull maybe a draft for a blog post into your app, etc. So Evernote, users use them all different ways. We have users that are artists and designers. They're wanting drawing and handwriting apps that have a saved Evernote feature. We have users that are looking for jobs and they want to clip different jobs they're interested in and keep it as a saved list into their Evernote. Audio and note taking. We've seen a couple apps where you could record audio into your Evernote, add a special tag, and then it transcribes what you said in that note. I mean, there's all these different ways that you can make use of our cloud platform. So I've shown a lot. I think what's interesting, and we have a lot more apps than what you see here, is there's a lot of different ones. You got Instapaper, you got Pocket, like the reader apps. You have Ifty, you have the Associated Press News app, you have scanning apps. And I think the point is, the tech sites, there's all these different ways of using Evernote. And we want developers to think of new ways. We want to be used for your guys' advantage for your apps. We also have a lot of hardware integration. So we have a lot of scanners in certain cameras that will save content directly to Evernote. Since Evernote has a really big following for paperless products, we have a lot of apps and hardware services that allow you to save, basically go paperless in your house and save it directly in Evernote. The Evernote Trunk, I already talked about it. It's not just a website, it's not just trunk.evernote.com, but it's actually built into Evernote. Specifically, this is the top part of, I didn't have enough real estate, but this is the top version of trunk.evernote.com. These are apps that we're featuring. What's nice about these apps is every single one of these was built at a hackathon or a tech workshop, and now they're independent apps, except for Evernote Food, that we're promoting and are making money through themselves. So this is in the Evernote for Mac. If you click on the Trunk tab, it actually pops up. So your app, we will guarantee your app can be, if it's a good app, if we've kind of talked through promotion, we will feature certain apps in Evernote for Mac so that our millions of Mac, Windows, and iPad users can download and purchase your app straight into Evernote. What's actually really nice about this, So this is Evernote for Windows. You can pop open the Trunk. And then in the iPad, you can actually open up the Trunk within Evernote for Mac. Mustafa built a feature where he actually was able to embed. So if we feature you, say you're in iTunes, say you're an Apple app. If we feature you in the Evernote Trunk, someone can click on the app right here and we'll allow you to directly purchase and buy it. We actually are embedding the iTunes App Store straight into the app. So we're trying to make it as quick as possible for users to download and be a part of your app. So that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping if you have an app already, or if you're thinking about building one, you consider integrating Evernote as a archiving or sync option for what you have. Millions of our users explore the Trunk, and our team, what we do, the 8 of us, is we are hoping, we get so proud of success stories of developers. So the Everclip guys in Hong Kong, we met them at a hackathon. They're now running a full company off their app. we are promoting them like crazy because we need success stories, and we love when we met developers first. And like, that's what we want. These are just photos from different hackathons we ran in Sao Paulo, Boston. That was just a random meeting that I was bored and took a photo at. Korea, and yeah, everywhere. So like, we want to be able to promote you guys and your apps. So that's what we're hoping for. Build good apps. Build good apps that our users want to use, and we hope you guys can succeed. We've already gone through this. Make good design, make good use of our APIs, build an original app, something that you guys really believe in. This is if you get listed into the Evernote trunk, what your actual page would look like. I'm using Penultimate as an example. So it's similar to any iTunes, to any app store. We're actually linking to the app store. So this is Penultimate. This would be your app. This would be the description. This would be the description of how your app works with Evernote. So our users can see, oh, okay, I can actually save my receipts straight to Evernote with this app. We have screenshots. We say what languages you support. And we're going to directly link to Apple iTunes Store if it's Apple, Google Play if it's Google, or Amazon. And if it's a website where you're selling a service, a monthly service, we'll link straight to whatever page you want on your website. We can also add referral links if that helps you keep track of what the conversion funnel is for you guys. And then screenshots of your product, related apps that help you out. And yeah, we've covered a lot of this. I think Mustafa will finish off, but basically we love working with you guys. We have 20,000 developers that we're very proud of, that are making awesome apps. And yeah, we have the dev site, which a lot of you are already on. We have GitHub. We have our developer forums. And then practically how you get in the Evernote trunk. Let's say you submit to DevCup, you win or don't win, whatever. You actually, afterwards, you want to actually have your app listed on the Evernote trunk. You just fill out a form on the dev.evernote. On Dev Evernote, there's actually a place where you can fill out what your application does, how it works with Evernote, etc. We'll review it just to make sure it passes our security standards, our trademark, etc. If we feel like it's good, then we'll let you know that we'll list it on the trunk. We'll work with you on how you want to promote it, launch it. We have lots of different channels. And then yeah, like we're here to help. So I think if you just keep working on your app, we're never going to just totally reject an app. If we think that maybe your send to Evernote button is taking the square Evernote icon and like stretching it out and turning it pink, we might say, hey, clean up our icon and then let's try again. But we're never just going to say no. And yeah, we're here to help. So Mustafa, why don't you just kind of finish up on GitHub and everything, and then we'll have Margarita give out prizes.
So, just a small note on GitHub. So all our SDKs are open source. I think I mentioned that. But part of our developer community is not just creating apps. They also are contributors to our open source code. So our Mac SDK was written by a developer who's outside of the platform team. We had our Node.js SDK written by some developer in another country way before we had one. We have a Node.js SDK now, but before that someone already came up with that. So yeah, we are very fortunate to have a community that does that kind of a thing and also answers questions for us on the forums. Like we have a guy from France, right? He was like answering all the questions on the forum. So he eventually became an evangelist for us, but
well, he's independent. We just send him goodies all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, we send him goodies, but yeah, that's the kind of community we have because Evernote is so popular and so many users. So people like to contribute in different ways. So if you'd like to contribute to our GitHub SDK, feel free. Open pull requests, I'm always looking at them, and we're really responsive on pull requests because if someone's putting the time to put in that pull request, we want to make sure that we attend to it, and we generally integrate the code inside our master branch and all the apps can start using it. So that's another way to contribute. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Guys, thank you so much for coming. Just really appreciate being here. It's been awesome being down in Bogota, and yeah, it's been a pleasure. So thank you.
Thank you.